Freedom, compassion is all that we know. Gaining independence, one stride at a time. It's love that binds us together. It's love that holds us forever. Ivy Hill, the reins are yours, a friend to guide, a family by your side. Ivy Hill, hearing laughter, feeling power, the power of perseverance. Ivy Hill, horses plus love equals hope. It's all part of the equation. Horses plus love equals hope. It's all part of the equation. Ivy Hill, the reins are yours, a friend to guide, a family by your side, changing lives plus love equals hope. Hearing laughter, part of the equation. Feeling power, horses plus love equals hope. Power of perseverance. Ivy Hill.
Here at Ivy Hill, our mission becomes clear. As we come out of these unprecedented times, we are more dedicated than ever to developing therapeutic programs for individuals with cognitive, physical, behavioral, and psychological needs by combining these amazing horses with a competent, compassionate, and caring staff. Hello, my name is Tony Leidy, and I serve on the board of directors at Ivy Hill. But perhaps more importantly, I'm a parent of a rider and a volunteer. I've seen firsthand the amazing work that happens here every day. And for us, it has been life-changing. Ivy Hill is a place where inclusion and acceptance exist. It's a place where a riding lesson goes well beyond the physical benefits they provide. Tonight, you're going to hear from a rider and a volunteer, from our long-term program manager and instructor, and from a family whose life has been changed by Ivy Hill.
Okay, tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Crystal Rhodes,
How old are you?
31,
31. How long have you been riding at Ivy Hill?
since I was 12.
If someone were to meet you, what are 3 things you would tell them about yourself?
I'm fun. Let's see, I am a good person. And I love horses.
Who's your favorite horse in the world? What's his name?
Blue.
For someone meeting Blue for the first time, what are 3 things you would tell them about Blue?
He is amazing. He's good rider. And he works good with kids.
What kinds of things have you done with Ivy Hill?
I went to Devon, went to Special Olympics, went to Thorncroft. What else have I ever known? I think off the top of my head.
What's your favorite thing to do?
Go to Penn State.
Can you tell me what a typical lesson is like? Take me through the process.
The typical lesson would look like? I would get Blue out and groom and tackle. It takes about 5 minutes, and then tackling takes about another 5 minutes. And then we get ready to do the lesson.
What do you do in your lessons?
Well, we do like a pattern and stuff. Try it. My favorite instructor is Emma.
What's your favorite time of year to ride?
Here, I would say probably the springtime. The winter time's not really my favorite. Gets too cold.
And you volunteer here?
I do.
How long have you been a volunteer?
I would say for a long time.
What's your favorite thing to do as a volunteer? Lessons, barn?
Lessons.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about that?
Helping with the kids.
How many times do you come to Ivy Hill during the week?
Alright, I am here Thursdays all day, Wednesdays all day. I come about 3 to 8 on Wednesdays. And then Saturdays periodically, if Emma needs me, I come in.
Crystal probably won't say this, but she's probably the most hardworking volunteers we have here. I can confidently say that most of the instructors will say that she makes our jobs so much easier. She's always there when you need her, and she's always up to doing anything. She helps me with feed in the back as barn manager, and she helps in all the lessons, no matter what horse it is, what kid we have. She's just always there to give you a hand.
If someone was coming to Ivy Hill for the first time, what are 3 things you would tell them about Ivy Hill?
That's a hard one. There's too many. Well, Ivy Hill is a good place to ride. All the horses are fun here. I guess the riding. I love my friends here, especially Lucas, Lynn, Sophia. Who else? I have lots of friends here. But there's 3 favorite.
That was a pretty amazing story. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Crystal. Crystal is an amazing rider and volunteer here at Ivy Hill, and she really brings a smile to this place every day. Crystal's been riding for over 20 years, and I personally have known her for 14, and I can't say enough about her. I hope at this point you are all logged in. In the comment below, you will see the link to bid on all of the items we have available, as well as donate to our riders and horses. We hope that you are inspired by what you're hearing tonight and feeling generous.
Hi, I'm Megan Hanson, the program director here at Ivy Hill Therapeutic Equestrian Center. Wanted to introduce myself and a little bit about why I do what I do. So I started volunteering with a therapeutic riding program when I was in 3rd grade because of a little girl that was at the elementary school that I went to, and went with her and her parents every Saturday morning. And then eventually started going after school. It was a way for me to have something to do when my dad was still at work grading papers. Kind of fell in love with it. And then when I became a senior in high school, I started coming to Ivy Hill with a friend. And I ended up getting certified shortly thereafter, and started teaching lessons. Lynn was my first rider of my official caseload when I started teaching lessons. And it just kind of went off from there. I would come with another instructor when she would teach on Saturdays. And then I eventually started coming 2 or 3 days a week after I was done my classes at Kutztown. And after that became volunteer coordinator, became any other job you wanted to throw at me. I was kind of there, and followed the barn from Quakertown to Hilltown to our current facility here in Percy. So we've made a lot of connections with different riders over the years. There's so many stories to tell. Honestly, the best part of it is it's not work. It is work, but it's not. It's totally different than teaching in a school. It's totally different than working retail. You know, you make bonds and connections with the students, and that's really what keeps it going and keeps me coming back, even though life has gotten crazy and busy. Thank you for hearing my story. We hope that you enjoy the rest of tonight's program, and hopefully see you in the barn watching a horse show or observing a lesson.
All right, well, if you didn't know Megan, you know her now. Megan is our program director and long-term instructor, and she is a phenomenal individual. She has personally changed the lives of so many people, including my family. We are forever blessed for having her in our lives. Guys, one more time, if you haven't logged on to our site to see what we're offering tonight or to help support our mission, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click the link below and join us.
My name is Nicole Lang, and I would like to share why we Ivy. When I think of Ivy Hill, I feel many emotions: happiness, hope, healing, pride, endless possibilities, and family. We are a unique family made up of 2 sets of twins. Each of the 4 children struggle with multiple disabilities. Our family found Ivy Hill when my boys were just 3 years old, and it started an amazing bond between children with their horses and teachers. The boys made a connection that was so inspiring to watch that when my girls turned 3, they too became part of the experience. All 4 children have grown up with Ivy Hill. My son Alex is a nonverbal, severely autistic child that struggles with many sensory issues. When Alex began with Ivy Hill at 3 years old, he was not able to communicate in any way without being able to use tears or laughter. He could not bring himself to touch a horse because of his sensory issues. Through his time in the program, he has come a long way with his ability to communicate with a horse and his riding teacher, Miss Megan. His relationship with both the horse and instructor became very important to him. On barn night, he would be happy to see his riding boots come out and run through the house giggling and singing. A moment I will never forget is when he learned that when he pet Pebbles, she would walk forward. He did it. He made the connection and understood that Megan was asking to use Pebbles to walk. As time went on, he would even occasionally use a word. He played games with Megan and enjoyed making her laugh with his sense of humor. He knew she understood him. This was huge. For many years, Alex didn't acknowledge anyone's presence around him. As Alex made progress with his sensory issues by being able to touch Pebbles' fur, mane, tail, and he would laugh while doing so. I've seen so many positives from this program that Alex has carried through growing up. Aaron, also 3 when he started, was struggling with processing information, speech, and lacked confidence. After we started and were a few lessons in, I could see how much it boosted his confidence. He worked so hard to listen to what was asked of him to please Megan, Jana, or Sarah, his riding instructors. He enjoyed walking down the aisle after lessons, looking at all the horses and giving out carrots. It built his self-esteem as he would talk to the horses and made friends. Aaron is now 13 and rides independently on a walk trot. Seeing how much Ivy Hill helped my boys in so many areas, I couldn't wait to start the twin girls, Abby and Alina. Abby struggled with a speech delay, hearing loss, anxiety, and trust issues. Alina was very weak from a severe heart defect, autism, and a leg injury. I would drive to the barn twice a week, bringing 2 kids at a time, and it was so worth it. Abby was able to build a relationship with Miss Megan's and Pebbles. She worked on her speech, listening, signing, and confidence. Abby overcame fears and major separation anxiety from me. Abby was able to attend horse camp and looked forward to it without a second thought of leaving me. Abby has continued to be handed more medical issues over the years, her most recent being type 1 diabetes added to the list. She is now 11, riding independent at a walk trot, and is excited to learn how to canter. She loves to ride and beams the entire time she's in the saddle. Alina was also 3 when she started. Sarah, Jana, and Hillary were so patient and kind, helping Alina's muscles stretch and grow stronger. They also helped her to practice talking and listening. Through the years, Alina has endured many heart procedures. She had open heart surgery in 2019 that caused nerve damage in her legs, and over time left her dependent on oxygen as her heart was failing. She would still look forward to ride. Megan would hang Alina's oxygen tank on her shoulder and carry it so Alina could still ride her horse. Many times Alina would start off her lesson feeling so angry and so upset, but by the end she would dismount and her words would be, "I feel better inside." By November 2020, many lessons Alina would not be able to finish due to her physical state. We went on medical leave from the barn in November of 2020 and just have recently returned in March. Alina received a heart transplant in January of this year. She's doing amazing and she's getting her endurance back. She's sitting taller and getting stronger, and riding gives her such joy, confidence, and heals her at her soul.
Look at you riding all by yourself, sister.
Over the 10 years that we've been with Ivy Hill, as I've explained, my kids have been handed so many more medical and learning challenges from when we started. At Ivy Hill, none of their struggles define them. Instead, they feel independent, confident, loved, and empowered. Over the years, they would go through major surgeries, learning setbacks, and navigating a new medical challenge. Yet we would always come back to Ivy Hill to regain strength and self-confidence. It helps them to heal from emotional trauma that they've endured from their illness and their struggles. Their anxiety turns into smiles and laughter with patience and support from their instructors and the love and tenderness of their gentle steeds. They've enjoyed participating in horse shows, getting to ride with fellow riders, earning ribbons, and celebrating all that they've accomplished really has added to their self-confidence. Aaron and Abby even got to ride at Thorncroft, and it was a great experience for them. My kids have built relationships with so many horses, instructors, and volunteers. Ivy Hill has become our extended family. We have felt the joy in seeing many staff members get married and start their families. We have seen riders make accomplishments and volunteers grow up and go off to college. We have celebrated the new facility, and we have felt many times the heartache that comes when a special horse has gained their wings. We have seen the welcome of new horses at the barn, and we have also felt the pride and joy of seeing horses earn their well-deserved retirements for a job well done. Everyone involved with Ivy Hill has a dedication to these riders and this program that is endless. It's not taken for granted how many people play a part in making Ivy Hill the best. The first time I met Chris Brockett, he was working the grill at our first horse show at the old barn. It showed me early on how dedicated and involved everyone was in seeing Ivy Hill be successful. The board and the program managers have worked together extremely hard through the years to build Ivy Hill what it is today. We are also so thankful for the scholarship program that Ivy Hill offers to its riders in need. Having a child with medical issues can be financially challenging. Having 4 is extremely difficult. The scholarship has eased the financial burden and given my kids an incredible opportunity to experience and grow up with Ivy Hill. I want to thank all of those who contribute to this fund, and I hope that our story shows how much your kindness and generosity has impacted those you support. My kids are better people from the love, support, patience, and kindness that they have received being part of the Ivy Hill family. We are so grateful for Ivy Hill and their truly talented special instructors, amazingly patient horses, and a wonderful, well-run program. I am so proud of all of my children, and I beam with pride to say that I know Ivy Hill has contributed to them meeting milestones and overcoming so many medical and mental challenges. I know that all that they have experienced and achieved at Ivy Hill will continue to carry over to all aspects of their lives. Ivy Hill is hope. Hope for a better tomorrow. Hope for independence. Hope that disabilities do not define who you are, but where you find acceptance. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share why we Ivy.
All right, guys, you just heard from Nicole as she shared the story of her family and how Ivy Hill has changed her life. It's emotional to hear the things that we do every day. And if you don't personally know what we do here, I hope that that really warmed your heart. We are here to change lives. We are here to make a difference. Nicole's testimony firsthand shows you what we do here. All of her children have been impacted by the good work we're doing here, but we can't do that work without your support. Please take a moment to log on if you haven't already. See if there's anything that interests you in our live auction this evening. And if it doesn't, consider being a donor in the Raise the Paddle. You can support kiddos like the Langs, you can support our horses, and you can support Ivy Hill in general. Welcome to my favorite part of the evening, the paddle raise. This year's virtual paddle raise allows you to support our riders and horses as we make strides to get back in the saddle. You've heard our family testimonials, you know the importance of the work we do here and the funding that is critical to our mission. This year we have a lofty goal of $10,000 and with your help, I know we can hit this number. Let's show the riders that they can count on us and let the bidding begin.
Welcome to the live part of our virtual auction. Hi, I'm Laura Brockett-Strasser, and I'm the Executive Director here at Ivy Hill Therapeutic Equestrian Center. As we know, 2020 was a challenging year for everyone. Tonight, being slightly introverted, my challenge is speaking to all of you live from our barn. But it's our riders who face challenges every day. And at Ivy Hill, we're here to help them reach their goals through our equine assisted services. So, are we ready to raise the paddle? Please log in to the GiveSmart auction site and make a donation right now to support our riders and horses. We are very close to meeting our goal. Let's check the site now and see how we're doing. While we wait for a new total, did you see that our lawnmower caught fire yesterday? Go to Facebook to check out those images. It was quite the ride. All right, since our program began 30 minutes ago, we've raised another $2,935. With a caveat, $2,500 of that is to go to a new mower. Thank you very much. Well, here at Ivy Hill, we are committed to bringing laughter and inclusion to the people in our community. You can help. On the GiveSmart auction site, there's easy to locate buttons to click and add your help to our cause. If you can't make a donation, visit our website at www.ivyhillequestrian.org and find out how you can volunteer your time here at the barn. We'd love to see you. Let's see, another donation just walked in to the barn. Thank you to the Fumera family for your generous donation today. All right, let's check that total one more time. We've now raised, hang on, mathematicians at work here. That's how quick things jump up, guys. We've now raised $5,435 in just a few minutes. All right, thank you to everyone who's donated right now or throughout our entire auction season. Thank you to our sponsors and item donors, to the Ivy Hill band. Was that not amazing? Our riders, our horses, for making Ivy Hill such a wonderful place to be. Our auction will be closing tonight at 9 o'clock, so you still have time to get those bids in. Winning bidders can come here to the barn between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. and pick up your auction items. It will all be well marked for you. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.